mind me. We're gonna adjust everything in a minute. I'm trying to see where everything is. We have a mess here. Here. Color for tax. Like what? Like what? What is going on right now? So much. So much. Okay, cool. That works. Awesome. Don't ask me what's going on here. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I don't know. It is a lot though. We're not gonna finish. We're not gonna do, this is not gonna be it. Okay? This is just, I'm doing this for right now because I have this wild hair from getting some color. And oh god, it's so much though. Yeah, I'm halfway done, more than halfway done, because I have 6, so 2/3 of the way done ish. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're needle tatting. That's what's going on right now. It is so freaking much though. I think I said something about needle tatting the other day. It might have been yesterday. I don't actually know. But I do recall saying, whenever it was, that I was like, you know what? It's been a really long time since I've needle tatted. I don't know that I know what I'm doing anymore. And I'm like, that is very possible. So we did a little refresher. Did a little refresher to confirm that I could even. And then we started this. This is a mess though. This is a mess. Did I do it again? Did I do it again? I did do it again. No, I did it again. Why is it? Why is it my hands are not cooperating? There we go. And this is exactly what we were trying to avoid. Like, do you know what you're doing? I mean, I swear I know what I'm doing. I swear that I know what I'm doing. I do. I do. But you can't tell right now. Because why? Because why? So, I've been shuttle tatting, which is with these. Okay. Alright. And the process is mechanically different. Okay. I'm pretty sure I actually shouldn't be doing that right there, but we're doing it anyway. Because I've been doing that like this whole time. And it would be weird to just like stop now. Because whatever is happening from me doing that, I know, this is just a lot of color. I'm sorry. Sorry. The good thing is, if you make mistakes in needle tatting, I feel like it's a bit easier to fix a little sooner, right? Like a little sooner. Now, this whole part, that's been a chore. I forgot how difficult it was to pull the yarn through. Oh god, oh god, no. No. Why are you being such a bear? Don't do this. Hold on. Jeez, crackers. Like, seriously. Seriously. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, alright. This is the, like I said, mechanically different. I'm not doing the best job either. That's okay. That's okay. I don't need to. This is really just me dicking around. So I got 1, 2. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can do any more of this. Okay, so this is so much. One of my crochet buddies was like, I showed it to them when it was like this, and they're like, maybe it'll look better when it's done. Like, I don't know about that. I really don't. So here, this is part of why this is an issue. These color changes are super short, and a lot of them are like, they're just really short. Now, I'm not saying that's bad, but for something like this, I think it's just a little much, is what it is. Which is fine. Nope, 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 nope. All right. We're almost done. We're almost done. I'm trying to tough it out through this last little bit to get this done. This is so much. So much. Don't worry. What's gonna happen after this is we're gonna go back to the pants and get those worked on. It's a safer bet right now. You know, I think my curiosity is satisfied as far as like whether this was gonna work or not, and I gotta tell you, I don't think it works. It's too freaking busy. Like, so the colorway is aptly named Party. I think that's the right answer here. Like, what? Yeah, this part is oh my god. Now, I have been doing these in 2 colors as well, and because I'm needle tatting this, I'm doing it in 1 color, and that's another thing about this that's like weird for me. I don't even know where the rest of my tatting is, like, to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. Now we're gonna toss here one more. We're gonna at least get the rings in the center done. Because now first we're gonna take a brief intermission. Like, I'm not going anywhere for real. I'm just looking for the other ones of these because I don't know what I did with them. Like, I thought I put them somewhere easy to find, and I'm full of shit, is what I'm discovering. Which sounds about right. I got this Harry Styles song like playing in my head on repeat like all day. I mean, there's worse things. There's just definitely worse things that could play in my head. Yesterday was placebo. Alright, so. Now, here's another rainbow. That is considerably less busy. And here's this awful ecru. And this is the beginning of another one of these, right? I'm trying to find the rest of them so that I can show you what it looks like when you work it into colors with color changes that are, you know, not so obnoxiously short. Okay. That is, in fact, if I can find it. I found some. All. And then I just suddenly remembered where the rest of them probably are. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Yes. 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 Awesome. Awesome! Super. Thanks for asking. I'm coming back. Yeah, I have a lot of tatting. Like, it's all me just dicking around with it. Like, it's not serious finished pieces. It's just me kind of playing around with, you know, tatting and like seeing how it's working out or not. Because sometimes it really does not work. So I guess we're gonna do this weird little tatting show and tell. That's what's about to happen. Gosh. I have like a lot more pieces than I thought I did. I gotta tell you, I was thinking I had less pieces than this, and my little tatting stash is saying, nope, you were incorrect. You have way more than you thought you did. And I'm the worst because I'm way over here, and I'm not over there. And, oh my gosh. Apparently, I've also got all this stuff like wound up together too. That's great. Like, what is going on right now? Alright, okay. We're gonna bring this over here so that I can try and like, oh my god, untangle this. Because I would like to be able to show it to you in a way that's sensible, and that requires me to just untangle it, and it'll be way easier to untangle closer versus farther away. So, biscuits. Dog's trying to kill me. Dog's trying to kill me. Boom, tatting. Boom, orange juice. Oh man. Yeah. Okay, so this is like my collection of tatting. This is just, oh my god, what is going on? What is going on right now? What is that? What is that? What is that? It's offensive. That's what it is. Upsets me gravely. Oh, here's some more tatting. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out like why. First of all, why is all this? Oh my gosh. Like, why? Okay. So this is not going to go over there. And this can go over here. And that is just going to go there. It's our silver doodad I bought myself that I mentioned the other day. So, I don't know where I got the pattern for that one. No idea. Okay, so... But that's one. This is also yarn. So now this is what this is. That's what that is. This is in 2 colors. And there we go. So this is right flimsy and whatnot, but the stitches themselves are tight. That's kind of like the thing. This is way floppier. Sounds terrible. It's the truth though. And that's because when you work this, there's a needle inside, and that means you can't tighten past a certain point. Hi! Yeah. It's just nonsense going on here. This is also, so this is the same design. Okay, and what this is this is worked in this yarn over here, but it's worked on a shuttle, and what's happened is these center pieces are with one strand, which is why it looks like it goes right from a cohesive color change, and this right here is another one. So I find that when you do that, it's a little less jarring than, say, doing it the other way. How are you doing this evening? I'm sitting here trying to untangle this nonsense in my lap of just, oh my god, why? Don't ask me what's going on there. I have no idea. So, then I have these. And even that makes more sense. And that's because the color changes are longer. That's what that is. That's with the center being one color. More of these. This is something entirely different. So that coaster, that's what that is. Yeah, I was making these at work, so I had like a bunch of them just in my pocket. I need to finish them, obviously. That's why they have all those threads hanging off of them. Oh my gosh. I don't know where this one is either. I like this pattern, but I don't know where it is. And this, even this is less busy than the other one, and that's because the color changes are a little less, oh my freaking god. Right? So. And this is another one. This one, I pulled the yarn too tight and then had to cut it. And so, yeah, this needs to actually be connected, this last little bite piece. But this is the same as this, is the same as this, right? So, like, it looks wildly different depending on the size of the thread that you're using. This is a mistake, so this was me starting it, or something like this, and I pulled too tight and I broke the thread. So it's a faux pas. I did. I've already started using it. It looks busy as shit. Look at this. This is nonsense. Like, what is going on there? That's visually loud. Like, what? I'm almost done with it. Yeah, that's a lot. So much. it's, I don't think it's like pleasant to look at either, which is why I had it off camera. Don't mind me. Yeah, and I've got a bunch where I've like just pulled too tight and like ruined something. So that's like a thing. And then just like me messing around with stuff. This is a butterfly design that I had, and I put that together, and that's like motif madness. And then there was the time, so this is one where it got finished. Look over there. You're annoying. This is one where it got finished and got all the way through it. And so that looks better. I found that the metallic thread here does not like to be tatted, and it just straight breaks. And so like the thread itself is fine, but that shiny piece, the stellina, no, it does not like this. It gets very upset, and when you go to tug it to tighten it, it's like, I'm gonna break. It's like, what? It's like, you heard me. I'm like, don't. It's like, too late. Like, that is also done, like, fragment. This is me doing beads on it. That's just weird looking. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I follow like this tatting group on, or thread, I guess, thread, on Reddit, and I gotta tell you, I've seen some people say, this is my first thing, and okay, this is some of my first stuff, and you see this? What is this? Like, what is this nonsense? It looks like, do you know what you're doing? Answer, no. No, I don't. Like, your first stuff is like that person's first, they did really, really well. And look, it's not a race, it's not a comparison, like, I'm not bothered by it. I keep my first time fails on purpose, so I don't forget. And it also is, hey, look how far you've come. Alright, so, this right here, and this right here, those are the same thing. Okay. So that just tells you, like, the size difference. And how it does, in fact, like, make a huge difference. You can fit this inside of this. Actually, that's basically made two and put them on top of each other. Like, it's not double, right? But it is like a percentage larger than, you know, it is a percentage larger. I'm trying. Cool, what are you gonna play? I haven't played a game in a little while. Don't worry, I'm just kind of like dicking around. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I'm not a lot of people like that game. Do you know who the Click is? What in the world is going on here? Mark Deck, I think is his name, otherwise known as the Click. Is he Swedish, I think? Maybe. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to misappropriate someone's country. But I don't know. He's a hoot. I think he plays Elden Ring, and that's where I heard about it. That might be where I seriously heard about Twitch too, I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a YouTube hole, I think is what that was. Like, you start watching one thing on YouTube and somehow end up somewhere like really weird randomly. Yeah. I like him. He's a decent human. And that matters because a lot of people aren't. I've been thinking about that a lot today. He does a lot of like meme, I guess, critiques. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Funny, haha. Huh. I got giant yarn. No, about the fact that some people are just awful. It's just, like, incredibly awful. No, I had a run-in with someone that I know professionally, I don't know, like, recently, and it was ugly. It was just wow. And the funny thing is, in this conversation, I'm the bad guy. And yet, I'm managing to keep my cool. So, how I'm the villain here, I'm not quite understanding. But okay. Like, whatever. Oh, this no, it was connected. I'm still trying to untangle this nonsense. I don't know how this got tangled up. I gotta be honest with you. Like, what? So, yeah, I'm gonna get to stitching here soon. Executive dysfunction. I can't move on until I fix this. Because my brain's gonna be thinking about it until I fix it. And so I have to fix it. I must. But, yeah, no, I mean, I'm old enough to not be surprised about people. I really am. Been around the block a couple of times. And as such, while it's not great that some people are just not awesome, it's not a shocker. Like, well, And let me tell you, I will be the first to tell anyone and everyone, I'm not nice. I'm not trying to be, though. I'm a reasonably kind person most of the time. But even when someone has earned my ire, I don't seek them out to inflict it upon them. This is a giant butterfly I made. Butterfly for tax. Like, I just don't need to do that. So, some people, like, will not like you, right? Have an issue with you, and actively wish ill on you. If I don't like you, you don't exist. Like, you're not on my radar. And look, whatever you want to do with your life, right? Go for it. But if I'm supposed to be the villain in this story, and that is a line that I will not actively cross, am I really the villain in this story? Because I don't know. That's okay. But the reality is we're all people. We all have flaws. And depending on what's going on in your life, depending on your state of mind, your mental and emotional health, your physical health, just the general state of your life, stress and strain and hardship doesn't necessarily bring out awesome things in people. Which, if somebody's having a bad day, they're probably not going to be really pleasant, and I think that's fair. Nah. It's not really worth putting all that much energy into. Haha! Got another one. Yeah, ha ha ha. I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know. Like fishing line or something? I mean, it's not a dress rehearsal. I don't YOLO though, so there's that. Not my thing. But yeah, that's okay. Honestly, I think I'm well cast. Villains have more fun anyway. Oh, that's okay. What is this? What is this? I don't know. I don't pretend to understand people because there's a lot of things that people do that like doesn't make any sense to me. And okay, like okay, whatever. Like if this is what you want to do, knock yourself out. I'm gonna go over here and do my thing and not worry about you and what you're doing. But yeah, no, I just had a run in with somebody like a little while ago, like recently in the last like, couple of weeks, and it was just the the response was just wow. Like, okay. And that's actually also for me kind of part of the point. Like if you're so over it, why is this a response, right? Because that level of vitriol says you're not over it, you're not okay, and you haven't grown and moved past it. Because it's been years since we had our initial unpleasant exchange. And I haven't, like, forgotten, you know, like, the nature of the conversation. But I also don't give it thought on the regular either. Because I have other more important things that I'm doing. Right? Now, where are the oranges that goes this? I don't know. So I've gotten everybody separated. Nope. I mean, unless you mean ex-friend. Oh yeah, no. Among my ex-boyfriends, I am universally hated. That is the role. And that's fine. Like, whatever. Again, whatever. Okay. So now we've separated all our padding out. No apparent reason. Okay, so now put that there. Oh, biscuits. Put that over here. This there. We're gonna get back to this because I want to finish this piece off before we move on to something else. Actually, I think that and that one go together. I have more of these too. Like, I don't know where the rest of the ones with this color on it. I'm not sure where they've gotten off to. Let's see. That one is now, this is our last ring. Oh, there comes, what is that? Here comes running up that hill again. It's playing in my head. Okay, so my execution of this is not great, but that's okay. It's okay. No, that's right. My brain is like, I'm not gonna hold on to this information. Like, what? It's like, yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. How to do what I'm doing. I haven't needle tatted in a while. And so my brain was like, do you remember how to do this? And I'm like, that's a great question. I don't know. Let's find out. Find out. Yeah, there's a way that you're supposed to form the stitches. And I just apparently keep forgetting. Now, meanwhile, I haven't forgotten how to shuttle tat. Okay. So, it's literally probably because I haven't done this in so long. Yeah, I keep doing it wrong. I don't know. Now, the thing is, I figured out relatively quickly. Oh, my gravy. Yeah. So needle tatting is the first, I learned how to do that first, and I didn't start shuttle tatting for a while because I looked at it and I was like, what the hell? Like, I couldn't, like, I watched somebody do it and I'm like, I can't make sense of that. Alright, so. But this is, like, I have to get these stitches over the eye of the needle and the thread that's inside, and it's a lot. It is a lot. So this is the last leg, if you will. Yeah. I don't think I agree with my like my friend who's like, oh, maybe it'll look better when it's done. No, I don't think that that's true. I do not think it looks better now that it's almost done. I think it looks worse. It's so busy though. It's fine. This design also may just work better, honestly, with 2 different colors, right? Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Whoa. Yeah. All right. Which is a thing. This yarn is also really, really slick. It's really shiny. And that actually makes it, there I go again, doing it wrong. Actually makes it really difficult to work with, to be honest with you. See, I've already, like, my brains are like, that's not how you do that. I'm like, yeah, I see that. Ta-da, there we go. one more picot. Ta-da! Okay, so it's like the least favorite part is getting the needle through the stitches. Okay, so that goes here, right? That's how that works. And I'm gonna just go like that, basically sew it together. Okay, where are my scissors? I do not know. Don't tell anybody I'm using non-fabric scissors. Don't tell anybody. Shh. Shh. It's a big secret. Big secret. Alright, let's see if we can finish this thing off. So, I know there's a lot of color on the screen, I'm sorry. It won't be for long, I promise. I'm just going to square knot it because that's what I do. Just square knot it. Now, this, because this is the side that the knot is on, is going to be the wrong side because I don't want it sticking up. Now, that's it. Like, okay, so for ease of seeing, that is so busy. That is so busy. That's too much. That's too freaking much. That's like color vomit. That's what that is. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't say I had to be nice. Oops. Alright, well that answers that question. Okay. I don't know, am I gonna tat some more? Like, is that what we're doing today? It's tatting. I thought I was gonna sew, but I don't know that that's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know, actually. I probably should. You know, okay, so here's what I'll do, is this is half done. We'll finish this one so that you can see the difference between shuttle tatting and needle tatting. That sounds fair. That sounds fair. Okay, so because we've got 1, 2, you know, the next one is this over here. Yeah, I look way more competent doing this. Do that. But like, I made these. Hold on. Like, I walked around work on my last job whenever I had a minute making these. So like, I've been shuttle tatting very recently, very frequently. So there's even a little bit of me working on one of these in I think on one of my TikToks. I mean, you're always welcome to ask me a question, but whether I will answer or not is another matter entirely. The one that's on my forearm is Dionysus. It was actually a divorce present to myself. So, chalice, grapes, to yourselves. Yeah, that's the. I don't know that this guy's got the most surface area on me. He did 3/4 of my calves and this. But he's gonna get the rest of, like, the tattoo work I'm gonna get done. So, yes. I think you did a good job. There's a reason I give the man money. I'm also a vampire and I don't go out in the sun, so I keep my tattoos looking very nice because I do not let them get sun damaged. Now, I think, can you see that I prefer shuttle tatting at this point? I can. Oh, I have a lot. I'm like half covered. I really wanted to get my hands done before I got my last job, or the one before that, and it did not work out. Probably the next thing I do. I need to get my other forearm. It's bare. I need to get it done. Alright, so those are chains. The off-white, and these are rings. So when you work a chain and you have two colors and you use a shuttle, you work off of the ball. The ring thread, that's the click, 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 is the shuttle thread. And it's like the same concept. Now, I will say this is way tinier, so it's a little more harrowing to fix. And usually when you're shuttle tatting, you're pulling the threads fairly tight. And so if you do make a mistake, oh jeez, it's kind of a nightmare to fix, to be honest with you. So I finally got my book for class today, which is one of the reasons why I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, because instead of starting my afternoon work session when I meant to, I had to go get my book and I had to drive like 30 miles to go get it, which was the pain. But now I have my book, so yay. It'll be a lot easier to read than me trying to read it on my computer. So, yay! Yeah, I had a classmate, not in my class specifically, but taking the same class with there's two instructors, the other instructor called me and was like, I'm doing this stuff. And they're like, I don't know where you are in the class, but I'm doing this. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're to that point. So like, I'm like, what's the problem? They're like, I can't figure this out. So I signed into like my portion of that so I could physically see what they were talking about. And spent some time on the phone trying to help them out. And I was like, look, if you need help, just ask. No. Which also kind of made me think about this whole ex-friend fiasco. Like, I can't, like, I'm not awful across the board, because if I was, I wouldn't bother to help. Because let me tell you, this person who's in this class technically is going to be my competition in this field now, right? But guess what? They're not competition, because they're not. And it's not because I'm better or more competent or anything like that. They're just not competition. It's just that simple for me. And I don't have, like, if I can help somebody out, I don't have a problem doing it, as long as it is something I can do. Like, if you're asking me for help and it's something I can't do or that I won't do, well, then the answer is no. And that's it. And it's you know, it's not, no hard feelings, you know, no love lost. It's just, I can't do that. And, you know, that's it. Like, that's it. And I don't know, some people get really upset about that kind of thing. Or like, if somebody offers you help and it's not like what you need, right? Some people will get really upset that what they offered you wasn't accepted. But if what they offered you isn't helpful, then it's not helpful, right? And the fact that that's all you had to offer, that's no judgment on you as a person. That just means that what you offered wasn't what I needed and wasn't what I was looking for. And it's that simple. Yeah. Ta-da! So now you can see the color change. It makes a little more sense here, because it's going from, this one's actually going backwards, because it's going from red to purple and to blue, and then the next color is going to be green. And so because those colors are all cohesive, it makes so much more sense than if I was switching back and forth. Apparently, we're not going to work on my jeans today. We're just going to tat. Okay. I mean, whatever. Tat and wax philosophical, yeah? Now, this is the only thing I probably don't like about shuttle tatting, is that when I switch between rings and chains. Yeah, give me a second. Jeans! I gotta mend my jeans. I've got this part to mend next. I just finished this right here. So this is next, because it'll be very easy, and I've got a bunch of thread already loaded, so yeah, it just makes sense. But I have to mend them before I can leave in the house and then again, because they're kind of in pieces in some places. Like at this point they're not, but they were previous to this mend giant freaking hole. Actually, it was a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got 3 of the 4 covered. Oh, have fun. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, now. I might game later today, I don't know. Yeah, I can't adventure game. I'm not coordinated or savvy enough. I played WoW back in the day. Oh, that game is awful. It's awful because it's easy to get sucked in forever. I usually play Evermerge on my phone, to be honest with you. I love matchy-matchy games because I'm playing to zone out. So I would kill so much time playing WoW. That was the issue. Like, I wouldn't do anything else. And me, I compulsively have to do all the side quests. So I would get so distracted. And then, you know, hours have passed and I've not done a whole, like, not done a whole lot. I had an ex-boyfriend. We lived together. He was the reason I was playing WoW. Like, he was on one side of the room, I was on the other, and we were, like, not bonding, right? Because you're not bonding. You're not talking to each other. I mean, I like the concept of being able to go play, like, by myself. Like, I couldn't Call of Duty. On top of the fact that I don't like first-person shooters, I couldn't Call of Duty because I can't work with people. I can't do it. Not a team player. It's about to be difficult because I'm about to go back into the medical field and they're very team player. No, we like didn't interact in the game at all. Like, at all. Oh no, he was a total asshole. No, he was just really into it, and I'm like, okay, what is this about? So I went over to my computer, and we were literally like two different places, not interacting as characters. Like, he had been playing it so much longer than I had, and spent a lot more time than I did, and so was, you know, way up there in levels and experience and all that, and I just was like, what? I'm a Mortal Kombat, Tekken. Oh god, no. No, there's no way. That wouldn't happen. That would not happen. Because if I played a game where I interacted with people and you tried to talk to me, I'd be like, what are you doing? I'm playing a game. Leave me alone. I'm not trying to socialize. I love Tekken. Hell yeah. I'm a button masher though. Like, I'm the worst. Also, if we're gonna go old school, Super Mario Brothers 3. Frickin' Nintendo. That's where it's at. I love that. Except for the water levels. Screw the water levels. Everybody hates those. Super Mario Brothers 1 was alright. I'm not coordinated enough to play that game well. Super Mario Brothers 2 was awful. Like, if you played 3 and then played 1, it was like, what is this? I know a bunch of people who play Mario Kart. I don't do racing games, so I've never played. I do love Yoshi, though. Yeah. I think I watched somebody play Super Nintendo and played Yoshi, but I didn't play. I was just like in the room watching them because I'd never seen the game before. I like Yoshi. Yoshi's cool though. He goes chomp. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. But yeah, no. I played Mario 1 before I got to Mario 3, so that was fine because it was an upgrade, right? But Super Mario Brothers 2 was just like, what is this nonsense? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, we got 5. We're gonna finish this flower is what we're gonna do. Let's see, what else did I play? Sonic, obviously. I was alright. I wasn't great at Sonic. Like, that's the kind of adventure game I can handle. I loved Crash Bandicoot. Oh my god, I love Crash Bandicoot so much. I like that he could spin and smash stuff. That was so fun. I actually have that on my phone. I'm not very good at it, though. Yeah, I have dated a lot of gamers, which is actually kind of why I don't like them. Being the girlfriend of the gamer, not my favorite life experience. Because most of the people that I dated who gamed were seriously into it to the tune of completely ignoring me. And you do you and have your time and that's fine, but like if that's all you do and you don't ever make time for me, I'm just gonna leave the room. and just go somewhere. Um, because obviously you don't care if I'm in the room, and that's fine. Trust me, I will go find something else to do. I can entertain myself. But yeah. So, and then I know people who are like, "Oh no, I would never do that." And, that's all well and good, but like some people, that is just what they would do. They would just be so into it that it was like they were the only one on the planet. Like, obviously, depending on what you're playing, you might be playing with other people, right? And you're interacting with those people, but you're interacting with those people, but not the person who's physically in the room with you. Oh my gosh, this thing's a bear. Don't mind me while I just stab myself. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I like all the options, and like I like that there's like a lot to do. Like, that's cool, because I'm not the kind of person who plays a game all the way through and then beats it and then is bored. Like, Friend does that. Friend will like hardcore sit down and play a game and like beat it and then, you know, be bored with it and need a new game. And I'm like, I was not for that. But they have never played WoW, and I was like, don't do it. Don't do it unless you want to like forget the passage of time and like get stuck in something. Yeah, don't do it. It's also not something that you can pause, and I don't. That's like I think that's part of the problem that people, it took forever, have with it, because you can't pause it, interrupting. Like, even Call of Duty, there's matches like they end, right? Um, but WoW just keeps going, keeps going, and keeps going. And again, look, it's. I'm not saying it's not fun. It is, but it'll eat your life, and that can become a problem, right? I'm trying not to pull this sword too tight. Now, meanwhile, do I yarn as much as some people game? Absolutely. Did you not see all the tatting? Yes, 100%. And don't interrupt me when I'm counting, because we're gonna fight. This is gonna happen. But I don't do it to the point where I, physically ignore all humans. And I do have stopping points, right? Now I may want to do just one more row, right? Just one more section. Same with reading. Like, I guess, and that's the thing. I'm like that with reading. Like, I will not answer the phone or take calls or interact with people if I'm in the middle of a book. Like, I can't talk right now. I'm doing book girl shit. Oh my gosh. But, like, seriously. Seriously. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Let's say, what is going on? I hate the tails. The tails drive me bananas. Alright, have fun, have fun. I'm gonna be here for a little while yet, because I've committed to like finishing this. Is that? There we go. This is freaking tiny and it's killing me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. So I just found out friend was supposed to come by this weekend and do some crafting, and it looks like that's going to be a no-go because friend has gotta do other stuff, um, and they're all like upset about it, and I'm just like, it's all good, like it's not the only weekend. Mind you, their argument is, yeah, but I have to hurry up and get this done, which is in fact true. Yes, they do. They do in fact need to hurry up and get it done. So I get it. But, I mean, I'm not worried about it. It's not a big deal to me. I'm not, like, we talk almost every day. So, it's not, like, like, it's fine. But I know that they wanted to get together because they want to use my sewing machine. And I was like, they were like, I don't know what sewing machine I should get. And I'm like, why are you buying a sewing machine? And they're like, because I want to sew this thing. And I'm like, you could just come to my house, right? I have what? Hold on. 3. I have 3 and a serger. Oh no. And like, I would consider giving my first one over to her if I wasn't a little too sentimental and like unable to part with it. Here we go. And the thing with it is like, this is so funny. I grew up around textile arts. My mother was a designer, cross-stitch designer actually. No. I'm a little hickety ups, and was like kind of a big deal in the area that I grew up in. Like, she was known, made the paper a couple times. Anyway, so I grew up like around, textile arts and cross stitch and needlework and quilting and needle points and later smocking, porcelain doll making, stained glass, pottery. Like, I grew up around all that stuff, which is not necessarily normal as far as other people go. We're having a lot of trouble with this. That's okay. Mistakes build character. There we go. So okay, yeah. I forget. It's kind of weird to me when I find someone who like knows next to nothing about textiles, because I know so much, and I know so much because one, I do this for work, and I've been doing it a while. But also, oh no, what in the world? What in the world? Oh goodness, what's going on here? It's a little weird to me, because I forget that people didn't have the benefit of the exposure that I did, which is, I mean, that's fine. It's no bigs. Here we go. Haha. That one's going to be a little off size-wise, but I don't want to fix it, so I'm not going to. So yeah, friend doesn't know how to use a sewing machine, and I'm just like, what? Like, I can show you in like a couple of minutes, right? And I was like, if you don't know how to use a sewing machine, you should definitely not go and like drop $150, $200, $300 on one. Like, you should not do that. Like, if you're gonna commit to sewing and you're gonna seriously get into it, I mean, that's fine. But if you're not, that's not a good investment, because you're gonna spend all this money on something and then you're never gonna do anything with it. Now, if friend was going to buy a sewing machine, right, decide they didn't like it, and I was able to buy it from her, would I do that? I mean, yeah, no, sure. I don't need another sewing machine though, so we're not gonna do that. And she would like, I would recommend that she buy the last one that I bought, like that model. And there's no point in me having two of the same one. Like I have one from 1975. I have one from like 2009 or so. And I have one that I bought a couple of years ago. And by a couple of years ago, I mean like 5 or 6. Maybe a little more than that. That's when I got my serger. I want a cover stitch machine, but I don't have, and I would like another serger. I think my serger has 4 threads, and I really want one with 5. I don't know if they have ones with 6, but I want one with 5. Okay, so this, right, this is the last ring, which means we're going to have to join it to 2 different places. So this one's always tricksy. I should maybe play later. I don't know. I've been going to bed. I've been playing Love and Pies a lot lately, which is like one of the story match games. So like there's story that gets uncovered as you match things and like find stuff, which those are fun. I like that. Like that's a reasonable I guess compromise for me as far as a game goes. I also don't have a gaming system. All I have is my phone. I haven't had a gaming system since the last guy I dated who gamed and he played Call of Duty and Fable, and what is that one? I think it starts with an oh, Mass Effect, I think it was. And he played Call of Duty, Mass Effect, and Fable. I had Death Junior 1 and 2, and I think one of the Crash Bandicoots. I loved Death Junior. Oh, I think I also had Medieval, which is so much fun. It's adorable. Oh no, that's not what I want. Oh no. Oh no. So I don't even know what games I would play now, honestly, if I had a gaming system, or which one I would want. Yeah, I don't know which one he played, to be honest with you. I never paid attention, because first-person shooters, like, oh, I think it was Dead by Dawn, maybe. My friend's sons plays that a lot, and so I get to hear him tell me all about his Minecraft and what he's building, which is awesome. I was at One Topic plays Minecraft, and I've watched One Topic play Minecraft. I like One Topic. They're hilarious. Okay, so now we have to do the other ad. Go away, you. I don't know how I feel about building things. I don't like puzzle games, like things that require too much strategy. I don't have the attention span for, right? So like I couldn't play Myst, I think it was called. I absolutely can't do Final Fantasy. That's not going to happen. Friend loves Final Fantasy. Couldn't do it. What is it? Bendy and the Ink Machine? I've seen some people play that. I liked watching, what was it? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of it. BioShock? I like that one. I've never played. but I liked watching people play it because I liked seeing the story unfold. Which one? Bendy or Bioshock? Or both? Oh, yeah, no. I've watched people play. It's I don't know that it's my thing, really. Yeah, I mean it's not about it being difficult. It's can it hold my attention? And I have a fairly short attention span for most things. And so if I get bored easily, then yeah, no, it's off. I think the last game I played was there's nothing to be sorry about. To each their own, right? I think the last place was Team Fortress, and that's just because the hats are fun and like the little add-ons, and the little characters are kind of hilarious. Like they're all basically bad guys. It's awesome. I tried playing it on my computer. I don't have. I think it's OBS or ODS. I'm not sure what they're calling it. Like the thing for you to cast on your. I am a villain. I have lots of practice. Lots and lots of practice. One, two. I need you to elaborate. I need you to clarify that question. I have no idea what you're asking me. Are you asking me why I have lots of practice being a villain? It's been alive for like 3 decades. I have been the villain in plenty of people's stories. I mean, so part of why I'm the villain. Okay, one of my last villain situations is because my no game is strong. Right? If I don't want to do something, I won't do it. Now, my thing is, just because I don't want to do something is not me saying that the thing you're asking me to do isn't important or doesn't need to get done. It just means I don't want to do it and I'm not going to do it right now. That's all it means. And my ex-husband did not like it. Yeah, right? And it's usually because I was doing something. Now, conversely, what would happen is I would ask him to do something. He would not want to do it. He would grumble and bitch and gripe about it, but do it anyway. And my thing is, look, if you're busy or you don't want to do it, then the answer is no. Right? It's that simple. That's it. That's a complete sentence. But I was the bad guy because he, I guess, couldn't say no or wouldn't say no, and I would. That's what it came down to, which was ridiculous. It's just like, okay, guy, whatever. I mean, sure, I don't want to go to work, a day job, but, you know, it's not about doing things that, it's like, so, okay, I hate taking out the trash, right? That's the chore that I hate doing. Now, I live alone, so guess who has to take out the trash? I do, right? I don't have a problem with doing it, but if I'm in the middle of something, I'm not going to do it right then. Like, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing right now and take out the trash. I'm not going to do it. I'm in the middle of something. That's it. Now, the next time I leave my house to go do something, that's a great time to do it because I'm already walking out the door. I sure can't. Just call me Ray. So that was the other thing. If I asked him to do something, I meant like I was asking him to do it if he would RAE. It's in my profile actually. Um, if I was asking him to do something, I meant like then, there. And the answer was either yes or no. RAE. There's actually a running joke that it's all of them. REY, RAY, RAE. So I got all the letters. There's no Y though. Yeah, no, you're fine. That's because my two names have Ray in them. That's what it is. And nobody can say Naware. So I just tell people just call me Ray. Plus, I'm just, you know, one little ray of fucking sunshine. Anyway, I would ask him like, hey, can you do this? And I meant then and there. And the answer is yes or the answer is no. That's it. Okay. And my thing with, he's like, well, I'll do it later. And I'm like, I mean, if I wanted you to do it later, if I needed it done later, either I would do it myself or I would ask you later. I wouldn't ask you right now. But usually if I was asking, hey, can you do this? It's because it needed to get done right then or really quickly. And I wasn't able to do it. Right? And that's it. That is literally it. Oh yeah, no, that was like, I won't say it turned into some epic fights, but significant disagreements happened as a result of that difference in perspective. Guess who forgot to put their post up today? Me. Guess who has to put their post up as soon as possible? That's a good question. I don't actually know off the top of my head. The divorce was finalized 2 years ago, 2020. So 2 years ago, December. And I don't remember the exact year we got married. We weren't married that long, but we were together obviously before that. We got together in 2014 though. So we were together for like 6 years. Yeah, it was a mistake. The funny thing is, I had actually met him before, hung out with him, and decided I didn't want to date him, and couldn't remember why, right? Like, I could not remember why. And then met him later, didn't remember why I didn't want to have anything to do with him the first time. And then I think part of the way into the relationship, when I, like, was stuck, I remembered. Not good timing. It's bad timing. It was unpleasant. C'est la vie. It's okay. That's the second time I was married. So what we're saying is I didn't learn the first time and I made this mistake twice, like with two different people. Now, to be fair, I didn't know the other guy beforehand, so it's not like I knew he was awful and like I married him anyway. It wasn't like that. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make sure that these threads are like all the same length. Yeah. About the same length, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. Ta-da! Now, this is where things become dicey. Yeah. I'm willing to get married again, but it's going to be the last time. One, I don't want to outdo my mother and be divorced 3 times. Like, if I get divorced a 3rd time, I'm done. I'm super done. Like, I'm so done. I was totally married twice. I mean, it's not for everybody, and I've told people, I was at one of my coworkers at the last place I worked was like thinking about getting married. I was like, don't do it. And he just looked at me like, what? I'm like, don't do it. It's a trap. Freaking Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. I mean, it's not for everybody. I'm the marrying kind. That's just me. Um, there's also like other reasons. So many reasons. Not so many, but like just a multitude. I mean, so that one's that's the hard part right there, because people grow and change, and sometimes they turn into somebody you really don't want to, know. Like, you don't want to be around. A lot of people at the beginning of a relationship, in that honeymoon phase, they try really, really hard, right? They put forth their best effort, and they're there, and that period ends for different people at different points, right? Oh, here's some more tatting. So that is done with the shuttle. Yeah. But I mean, so this is the problem with like becoming something or someone else because you want to be liked. You can't keep doing that. Ha! Those are the good scissors. Like, that's not sustainable. And so what's going to happen is at some point you're not going to be able to keep up that. And it's people are going to figure it out, and then people feel lied to. And like, if somebody feels like you lied to them, obviously they're not going to want to be around you. And that's fair. I did take the time to photograph some stuff today. Let's see, these are my steel hooks. I'm going to see if I can use one of these to, I think this one will do, to pull these through. Oh my gosh, or maybe not. Let's see, what did I do with this? No, I didn't do that with this one. Let's see, what did I do with this one? That one I just cut it. No, I mean, so no shame or anything to people wanting to be liked. That's fair, and that's a real lizard brain kind of situation, Like, you want to be part of the group. You want to be accepted. You want to be liked. That's perfectly natural and reasonable. It's not bad. But if you have to become somebody else to be liked, does that person like you? Right? Like, they probably don't. Like, if you have to literally become somebody else. No, and it's not. And it gets tiring. Then there's some people who, like, when their lives are fine and everything is working, everything is good. And then, like, sometimes life gets hard. And people will bail on you when life gets hard. And, I mean, that's not awesome. But it happens. And I don't know, if your life gets hard and somebody like ditches you, I think you're better off, personally. Because I don't like fair weather friends. I also don't like people who are like only there for like the sunshine and the good times. Like, if you can't be there for the rain, get out. Go away. Because life happens, and that's just reality. That's it. That's just how it is. And like, I get not wanting to be around somebody who's negative all the time. That's perfectly fair. I swear I've got more than these. But if somebody's having a hard time in their life, they're not going to be Miss Mary Sunshine and happy-go-lucky about it. And I don't think it's reasonable to expect them to be. I think it's incredibly, like, short-sighted to think that somebody's going to be happy if their life looks like shit. Okay? That's real. Now, some people just want to be unhappy, right? Some people want to complain. That's just all they want to do. And like, that's another matter, right? And so I get that. But those aren't the people that, like, we're talking about here, right? So, yeah. And look, if you can't hang, if you can't deal with it, I mean, that's fine. You should go. You totally should go. But, you know, you should also just be honest with yourself to begin with. Like, if you can't deal with certain things, you should know that. You're around yourself all the time. If anybody should know you, it should be you. Ha ha. So we now have a bunch. Now, I don't like this color. I think it's hideous. But I do like these. I like how they turned out. Turned out really nice. Yay! So, yeah, I mean, I think it's irresponsible to not know yourself. Like, come on. What are you doing? So, oh, we stayed on for an hour and a half today. That's because I got caught up trying to argue with my tatting and untangling things, which is cool. And now we've got more tatting. Hooray! So I'm gonna go. I have some more videos to record. I got a couple more done today, but I have to do today's audio, and then I have to do today's audio, and then I have to do more. Yes, thank you for hanging out, Shadow. I appreciate it. So I will not be here tomorrow at all, probably. I might game super late at night. I might, depending on if my brain is like oatmeal after class. So the next time I'm going to be here is going to be Wednesday. And then that's going to be it for the week. Tuesdays and Thursdays for a while, I'm probably just going to be gaming if I'm on at all. And Fridays and Saturdays, I don't have a stream scheduled because I have my little with me, and I don't want to have to tell them to shh, be quiet, hush, 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 like the whole time. So, and I've been known to game for like a while. So usually if I game, it's usually super late. It's not a schedule, and it's if I have the energy and I pop on. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. And I will see y'all hopefully Wednesday. Bye.